Hi all, it's Kylie from Kylie's Card Craft. Thanks for joining me again today. We've got another unboxing. As you all know, I love your creative studio. Their boxes are always such good value. I have been very nicely sent the September 2023 subscription box. I have been on their website and had a look, and it is still available, so let's have a look. I've got to admit, I have had it for a little while. I've probably had it sitting here for about 3 weeks, but with Christmas and holidays and all the rest, I have not had a chance to undo it. I have literally just slit the tape just before I turned on the video. So let's have a look. This normally gives us our hint. Butterflies and flowers. This is looking very pretty. This is looking very me. So let's pop him out if we can. I'll move this over. Pull this one out because it just makes it a little bit easier. Set this one over here and I can pop them all in. We will have a look at what we've got in the subscription box for September 2023, and then we might look at doing a project. So this looks new. Let's have a look. Very carefully undo that because you know I love using all their paper. Oh, I see stencils, I see stencils, I see stencils. Don't look, Kylie. Don't look. We're all going to look exactly the same time, aren't we? So, first thing first. Cling stamp. Now, I love my stamps. So, let's see if we can pull it off nicely so that we can keep our little envelopes. We use them all the time in all of our journals. So, it's floral by the look of it. Whoop, whoop. It's 3 little... Don't know whether you're going to get that or whether you're going to get the little... Hang on, hang on, hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Does that, if I move, can you see it? Or is it still too... It looks like a rose, maybe? Oh, well, that's definitely a rose. So we've got another little one there. You can always see how well these stamp because they're so finely detailed and it's such a nice firm red rubber. This one looks like it's got a little border, as in goes top and bottom, something going through the middle. That looks really interesting. So that's those ones. I'm just going to pop these over here, pop my little envelope over to there. Another little cling stamp, little red rubber stamp. You can still just do them by hand or do them on your stamping platforms or, of course, just your acrylic blocks. Oh, this one's quite large. Oh, that's beautiful. Either up the side of a page or you think of it in the corner of your page, be that a card, be that scrapbooking, be that a journal. That is beautiful. Whether you're going to colour it in or not, colouring it in is going to add another element to it, but oh, that is beautiful. Look at all the detail. Lovely. Oh, and another stamp, and another stamp. I'm trying not to look down, so, you know, you're not to look down either. Right. Here we go. This one looks fairly large as well. Oh, this is beautiful. If I turn that round there, you'll probably see it a little bit better. It's got the little, oh, what do they call them? You know, the banners. You know, the little banners that they pop their words in and all the rest, and you've got all this floral arrangement. Oh, that is beautiful. We're going to have to use that one. I've got one poking out. This is our washi tape. Oh, this one, it's got a deep pocket, so deep flap for the envelope. So we'll just very carefully take that off. Ooh. And it will need something sticking over it because I reckon that'll be sticky. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm liking these colours. I am really liking these colours. These are beautiful. Can you see that? That is gorgeous. So they're kind of an apricot-y, orangey green. Does that make sense? An apricot-y, orangey green. All right. Oh, close your eyes, Kylie. Pull out the next thing. To go far away. Let's have a look. These look like all our lovely stick. Oh, see, look. More of these banners. And again, this is going to make a lovely piece. Whether it's a journaling card, whether it's part of a page with your tab binding. A little bit over that. A little bit over that. And you've got all of this. And I would just pop something plain on the back of that on the inside of where all that is. Well, get that shiny off it. I would pop something that went down here that would just cover up that so that you've got an actual journaling spot. That's lovely. So let's have a look at these stickers. And I know not everybody is a floral person or a vintage person. We all have our own styles, but I've got to admit that the subscription boxes that Amanda sends me from your creative studio are just so up my alley. They are just so me. She has other ones, of course, that might not necessarily be just vintage or just roses or flowers, but she picks them out for me and works out which one she's going to send me, and they're just gorgeous. Look at these, the little bit of gold around them just gives them that extra bit of class. Now, I'm assuming they feel, oh, I love these. Let's just double check that these, they feel slightly shiny, slidey. Glossy, maybe, on the back. We'll just double check whether these are stickers or not, or whether they're just paper. Look, they're stickers. There it is. No, it's not. Oh, how sad. They're not stickers. I don't think any of them are then. They all feel exactly the same. So no, they're not stickers. But I suppose being not stickers, you can tuck them into little pockets and all the rest, can't you? So no biggie. I still love them. I will need to glue that one back together again. Do like those. Do like those. Right. Closing your eyes. You can't see, but I am closing my eyes. Oh, I love these little pads. I've had a couple from her now. They sit directly in front of me on my desk because I use them all the time. And there's usually, they come in a couple of, yeah, look, see, they have the craft card colour and then just this normal vintage, well-worn colour. Look at that. These make the most amazing journaling cards. They will just tuck into different pockets. They will make pockets on their own, you know. 3 sides, glue them in onto your page. And, love those. Love, love, love those. Just sitting them aside without the packaging. I'm not putting them back in the packaging. I'll sweep them aside. We'll do our project. Because that way, I will use them if they're not. Oh. So this is what we've got in this one. Let's just have a look. And I've got to admit, look at this. Look at that. Now, yes, it's a little bit shiny for those of us that don't like our shiny. But remember, you can, hang on, here it is. Sanding block, sand over it. It'll scratch the surface and give it that well-worn look, and go around your edges and it'll give it more of that worn look. You can pop something over your areas that'll have the brand, etc. And again, I would just pop something exactly where that is to make this a journaling spot. That's nice. That's nice. You could also put a very light wash of gesso over it. a serviette, napkin, one of the inner layers, the white layers, very, you know, when you're looking at a 3 or 4 ply serviette, pop just one of those layers on there and it just, you'll still see through it, but it'll take that slight shine off. There's so many ways to take that shine off. And now these ones are stickers. You can see the shiny on the background. I love vellum stickers. I've got such a thing for vellum stickers at the moment. I've just been adding them to so many journals and they change a page beautifully. When you've got a page that is just a journaling page, you don't really want to pop too much on there so that you've got lots of areas to journal. Something like this on there. Hang on a moment. Let me just reach up there and I'll grab just a standard coffee dyed page. When you see, look at that. And that's going to be slightly lighter than that again because it's still got its backing on that. But when they're on there, there's your journaling page. But it's still got a little bit of something going on for your eyes to go towards. So, as I said, I'm having a real thing with the vellum stickers at the moment. These are beautiful. The shapes in these are just awesome. Look at these. Oh, how yummy. How absolutely yummy. All right, I'm going to sit that with that piece of packaging because this is turning out quite large, again, as they do, and we're getting quite a handful here. All right, going in, pulling out. I knew I saw a stencil. I knew I saw a stencil. Oh. Love stencils. And look, they are little stencils. Perfect for your pages. That. Can you see it better now? What if I put something darker? What have I got in darker? Oh, hang on. Piece of black cloth here. There you go. Now can you see that properly? Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that's going to be a new me favourite. And there's 2 stencils in this one. This is huge, this box this time. They're all fairly good, you know, there's so much in there. But this time with all of these as well, look at that. Look at this. You imagine just a little bit sitting at the bottom of a page, done in a texture paste or even some acrylic paint. If you don't have texture paste, don't freak. Do some texture, do some acrylic paint with it. Change your colours. Just ink them if you want to. Those ones with those. Oh, how lovely, how lovely, how lovely. Right. So I told you I saw stencils. Paper. Oh, hang on. Ah. They're stickers. These are a vellum sticker again, but they're almost completely clear. Look at this. They always come in this beautiful black and white monochrome type finish. They are beautiful. Done in the postage stamps. Loving those. Let's have a look at this one. So we've got, I'm going to have to undo it because we're just going to have to look at it, aren't we? So now all I've done is really made a knot in it. There we go. Hang on. Don't throw away your bits. All right, so these feel more like... Well, that was a surprise. So we've, of course, got all our days of the week. And then we've got more in here. These ones are just paper. Oh, labels. Oh, my mind's going gangbusters with this one. So they all just fell out of there. Because I was about to say, look, you've got a ready-made pocket there to go onto a page to give you a side pocket, a top pocket. Oh, beautiful. Now, where was I? handmade papers. These feel like handmade papers. They've got a lovely texture to them. Slightly different finish. Oh, slightly different finish, but isn't. Wouldn't you love to be able to write like that? Just saying. That's a recipe. Oh, look at these. See, I told you. They are just so me. And I know I'm not the only one out there that loves this. Oh, I don't know if you can see the texture on that. Can you see the texture on that? Believe me, there's texture. And they're so light. I can nearly see my hand underneath. So I got a couple of that. No, 3 of that one. This lovely green, which really looks like a handmade because you can see this slub going through it. And then we've got some, oh, this one's heavier cardstock. In like a parchment finish, so it's got that colour range that a parchment paper gives you, but it's into more of a cardstock. And I think there's 2 of that, 2 of that one, and 3 of that one, and then all these beautiful, beautiful script papers. And I think that, no, that's not it. I can see something else coming out from in there. Now, oh, there's way more. There's way more. There's this one with all these lovely, lovely little bits of papers. And again, look at this. You've got a little tuck pocket already sitting there. So we've got papers, we've got vellums. Doesn't that look like a wallpaper? These are great to collage or to collage as in, oh, isn't that pretty? As in with your sewing machine. You know, you turn this bit around. Let's say you pop a piece here. We find a longer piece. That'll go down there like that. So when you pop them on, you just need a little bit, just a little bit of glue. And then you stitch down where each of these join. I might go over there. And then I'd use a smaller one for just in there like that. So you stitch and follow those lines. And they just come up an absolute treat. They're so easy to do. If you don't have a sewing machine, don't freak. You can stick them down and then we can do like a faux stitching with a pen or something like that. If you want, we'll play around and I'll show you how to do that one later on. But when you get little packs of papers like this, don't freak and you go, oh, what am I going to do with little bits? Because they're just the bits that are cut off anyway. But they are great because they'll all go together, but they'll make wonderful collages. So we'll do one of those on that. That's a definite. All right, we're still going in this, would you believe? Rub-ons. Oh, I'm so happy again. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Look at the colours of these. Now, there is 2 sheets in here by the look of them. Have a look. And her little applicator as well. Look at these. Ah, I like, there's 3 sheets in here. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Look at that. How absolutely adorable are they? Wow. Those ones I'm just going to sit back in their packet because I don't like my rub-ons touching anything else or getting their edges lifted or anything else. I always look after my rub-ons, so they're going back. We're still going in here. Would you believe we're still going in here? Oh, now we got one of these with that, the purple one, the hydrangea one that we did. And so there's all these little stickers in here. So you can just see, there's the label. So there's these oval ones. This one's actually easier to see than that purple one. I've still got it because I was playing with it the other week. Yeah, I have still got it. So the purple one had flowers in it, and just bits and pieces. So that was the purple one. So you can see where I've been pulling them out. So it was harder to find. There were stamped, as in stamped images and stuff like that. That was one from, might have been the last box, the box before that. I can't quite remember. But these ones, and they feel kind of rough. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, like postage stamp shapes, long labels, and then your oval and your rectangle. Gosh, they're pretty. Oh, all right, nearly at the end. Here we go. The end. Move that one over. Right, so here's our main paper pack, which of course will have our 6 sticker papers, our 6 vellums, our six, blah. Get that out, Kylie. Our 6 art papers and our 6 pattern papers. You can see my vellums just there. Oh, and see, there was our little card at the start. And there it all is. Look at this. So we'll have 6 different versions, and then they will be repeated into the vellums and the sticker sheets, the paper, and the slightly thicker paper. So this is them. Oh, gosh, this is beautiful. So this is the September 2023 kit. There it is. There's that butterfly. And do you know, I've been waiting all the way along to find that butterfly, and there it is. It was worth the wait, I think. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Right, let's do a project. So, you know, you'll see there they all are in the vellums and the sticker sheets, and oh, that one's a sticker sheet. Hang on. Yep, and then there'll be the thicker ones. So you can feel they've got a slight texture, and they're the ones that they call the art papers. Oh, that is so beautiful. So beautiful. All right, let's do something with this. What have we done time-wise? Because I have been rambling a little bit. Nope, 22 minutes. I'm going to get rid of this one, and I'll slide this out from under me. Was a good idea at the time, I thought, but now I've popped everything on here. So just bear with me. We'll move these across. Oh, there's so much I want to play with. So much I want to play with. Right, so let's pull this one out. Set that one down there. Back to my workable area. And let's go. So now I'll move forward a little bit, and I will move you back a little bit. How's that? Right, now we're back with it. So what I promised I would show you first of all was how to do that collaging, but if you don't have a sewing machine, or if you don't have a sewing machine that's going to work. So we're going to cover the back of this so that this whole thing could go into a pocket and come out. Have something a little special in there. And we're going to cover this side as well. Since we're only doing a faux stitching, we're not stitching all the way through. If you were going to do this with your sewing machine, you'll stitch one side and then you will attach your others, or just a plain piece or a patterned piece, but not stitch over that, because otherwise your stitching will show up differently. Does that make sense? All right, so we're going to go to about here. So it's nice and easy. We'll just pull out any of these. I'm just going to sort out my, may not use the vellums. I'm just going to sort out my sizes so that I can grab them in a hurry. I can still, because each one of these comes as a vellum as well, I can still cut them down further. So that's my square ones. That's vellum. These are the long rectangle ones. They're vellum. So I think what we've got is 3 of each. So 3 in each size, and then the matching vellums that go with them. But that is ample to do this. So there's my vellums. Sit my vellums aside at this stage, because we're not going to pull out the sewing machine. It's there, but it's not. I haven't got camera to it, so we didn't know what we were going to get when we undid the box. And there are a lot of us out there that don't have access to a sewing machine. Simple as that. Right. Oh, this is just so beautiful. So beautiful. Look at these papers. Oh, I love them. Absolutely love them. Right. So what I'm going to do, well, we'll work on the way that we were going before. So we're just going to have this one straight up there like so. Okay. So first things first, we will glue that one down. Grab that. I'm just going to glue stick these ones. If you're then sewing them, you really don't need that much glue with them. You can tell it's hot here today. You really won't need too much glue because your stitching will hold them down. But because we're doing the faux stitching, we're just going to pop on our normal amount of glue because we've got nothing actually going through. Now you can work it out beforehand if you like, or you can just do as I do and just chuck her on. So we've got this piece here. I like these, but as this one's my back piece, and I want to have all that layering in there. So I'm thinking I want to go like that, like so. There we go. That's the sort of thing that I want. I want that sort of layering. It's up to you how you want it to go, but we're going to actually stitch this as it was stitched as well. So this piece, of course, is going to sit in here. So I'm just going to glue the entire of that and pop that down like so. Okay, that one's probably easier doing it that way. It would be also easier if I glued on a flat piece underneath me and not all my workings. But, you know, that's life. Right. I want those little ones to go up and down. So I'm just going to pop him there. Watch for my corners. Watch for my corner. Now, this wasn't at all the project that I had in mind for this. I just thought, usually fairly certain of what my boxes will entail, as in how many of bits and pieces and all the rest. So I pulled out some bags to do some bag work with. But we'll do this, and if we get time, we'll do that one as well. How's that? So this one I'm going to adhere up like so. All right. And then this one down like that. Do I want it that way? Do I want it that way? I'm just bear with me. So we second guess ourselves, don't we? I'm liking that, I think. This will, of course, be trimmed off here. This one will be, of course, trimmed off down there. So this one I know I want somewhere around here. So I'm actually going to trim that one off right now. I've just made a little fingernail mark. Like so. And that's going to sit in there like that. So I'll glue that one when I find my glue piece. That one, wasn't it? Which way around did we go? Or have I now got a perfect square? Let's have a look. That way it fits. It's that way, because that's the way that my little flowers go. Go up there, Kylie. Right. that way. You know, let's look at it and look at it and look at it again. Straighten that up a little bit, Kylie. There we go. What did I do with my little piece of paper towel? Right, my last piece was this one. And I'm just going to have a strip of that up there. So I'm going to chop this one off round about there. You can see where I've made my faux pencil line, which is about there. So no measuring, no marking. Let's just do this. Putting that one aside. We're going to go that one. And that's going to go straight down there. Now, I'll stick that one down. Don't want him to go that high up. Yeah, we might as well. While he's there, we'll go that high up. That's nearly finished. Now, once we've got these down, if you had a sewing machine, you would then take it over to your sewing machine, sew round it, Bob's your uncle, it's all done. But we're going to pretend for this video that we don't have a sewing machine, or our sewing machine's not working, or, you know, we're too lazy to go over to our sewing machine, things like that. I've got a good friend, Kathy. She will understand. She uses her sewing machine all the time. But, and you'll find her on YouTube, Crafty Chick Kathy. But I'd just, yeah, I'm too lazy. Even though mine is over there. And I do pull it on and put it up. Right, so here's my little thing. We're going to stitch as though we had stitched all the way around. So we'll start our stitching all the way around. And I'm thinking I might want this in a grey. So I've got a pile of pens that I use for just that. So this is a grey, but it's too light. These are just, I don't know. I don't even know where I got them from. I really don't. There's a black, there's a couple of browns. I use them all the time. Let's have a look and see how deep this grey is. I want a piece of scrap paper, don't I? Wouldn't you think you'd have scrap? I'm just going to use a little bit on the back of this. That is probably a good colouring. So all I'm going to do is just stitch along as though I've used my sewing machine. Doesn't take long. And I'm just, if you want to do fancy stitches, do fancy stitches. Depends on how much time you've got, I suppose. If you want the ruler there to pretend that you've done nice straight stitching, let's face it, even if I'm using my sewing machine, it doesn't become nice straight stitching. And for the most part, I like a little bit of wonky stitching. I like it going backwards and forwards. You can get rub-ons with stitching. You can get stamps with stitching. Any of those. Play around with any of those. If you don't have a sewing machine to hand, just think outside the square and work out how you're going to get if you want that effect. It just changes the look up a little bit. And it gives you just a little bit something different. And I've just worked out I've got the wrong glasses on for this because I cannot see a thing. Simple as that. So that's my outside edge. Okay. So now I'm going to, as though these were sewn on. So you'll see where this one comes on top. So it's the top one that I'm going to follow. Okay. Maybe if I go that way, you'll see where I'm going. How's that? So they're kind of little dashes, I suppose. Turn it around so that you can see. Okay, so now what we've got is this stitched line through here. This one's on top of these two, so this one will have it going through. And then we've got this one. As I was saying before, if you've got a sewing machine that you want to use, by all means use it. You will then, where I've stitched that, you will use your sewing machine and stitch that. But when you turn it over then, you've got all these stitching marks on this side, which means that if we do this kind of backing on this side, which will be our front pocket, you then can't stitch back through it again anyway, because they're not going to be in exactly the same place. Oh, they might. If you're really good, you could do that. I'm just saying, for experience, for me, I wouldn't be able to do that. So this one I might go a little bit different. Let's have a look. I really like those ones. But I've got that, which was the leftover bit. I've got that one. Don't need much of that one, do I? And you've got to remember that I probably don't need to go all the way down to the bottom. I've got those ones, haven't I? I like that. I really like that, actually. So maybe I go there. There. I'm just working out where these ones are going to go. I can go one of those. That's pretty. That is pretty. Maybe like that. Maybe like that. This one will be trimmed off there and down there. This one's going to go here. This one's going to go there. This is where we're going. And then I'm thinking of having one that's going all the way across there. So I could go, let's have a look. That's wider than that. So, yep, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put my little finger mark just there. I'll get that trimmer back out. No one's down there. Which was this one, wasn't it? That one went in there. This one was there, wasn't it? And then it was that one, which was over there. And then what did I have for the last piece? That one. That one's there, that one's there. I could go all the way over to there. This is going to finish here. Take that up a bit there. And this one was just going to sit in here, about there. And I finished that one off about there, which was about there, wasn't it? And I'll slide him in as I go, making him a little bit straight. That's my excess. That one's going to sit in there like that, because I'm not going to have it to go all the way down. This one's going to finish, there's the end of that, about there. This is just how I do collage. You don't need to stitch them, you can just stick them on. Stitching, I find, just gives it a little bit of extra. This one can't really go any further than that, because that's where that is. So we're going to go here. And I'm going to stick these guys on. They're my extras. They technically should be about where we want them. Right. So we pull this one back over. This one, of course, is our first one, because he's right at the base. So we'll go with that one again. Right. It's going to go right up in that corner. Down there. Move that, because I'm just going to end up with glue absolutely everywhere tonight. Alright, that one was down there. That one was our next one, and he went right into that corner. So we're layering them up as we go. that way, wasn't it? There we go. Right, that's the next bit. And next one was that one, and that one went over, didn't it? Like so. And like so. So I've got this one sitting up a little bit, but it makes no difference because I'm going to actually have that tucked down, which means that I miss most of that. So I'm going to bring that up a little, just a little bit more so that I can see them. So this one I'm going to bring up to about there. Does that make sense? So I've lifted that back up so that I can see where this is going to go. This one I'm going to stick down now. All right. About there. Following that line down, straightening it up while my glue is still nice and wet. Right. Which I haven't done. There we go. There. Now we've got it. Yep, that's that bit. So this one we're going to need to sit up a little bit so that I can see it in there. And I'm happier with it like that, so that I've still got all these angles. This one's going to go about a centimetre down from that. That's just for my workings out when I go to sit it back on there again. All right. Move this one over. Going down to about there, wasn't it? Like that. Oh, glue everywhere. Right. Tuck that one in. Okay, so now we can see them. So we need to, of course, do around this one as well. We don't need to do the bottom piece because we won't see any of that anyway. We have picked up the same pen, which is always good, so that it looks like it was the same thread, because I forgot to actually look as I picked it up. Right. On here. Haven't actually looked at the time, guys, so we better do that in a minute too. Just have a quick go around here. Let's have a look. Oh, we better pull our finger. I can't see that I'm going to get time to play with my paper bags. Oh, and I saw those labels in there and I wanted to use those labels. Might just have to do a craft with me coming up in another couple of days. I've got quite a bit else coming up, but we'll find time and we will do our paper bag project using our other bits from here. How's that? It's up here. Down there. I love the look of this. If you want to go a step further, you could have always pricked each one of these with your awl or just a paper piercer and then joined your dots with your pen then, which really makes them look like they've gone into holes. And your sewing machine's been through there, but really this gives just as good an effect. Right. How's that? See what I mean about how it looks like we've got a sewn edge on it. Right, so let's have a look at what we can do with this. I love this image here. She's a bit shiny. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn her over. I'm just going to sand just a little bit on the edges because I don't want to lose too much of that blue, but I just want to take a bit of the shine off it and give it a little bit of a loved look without having to worry about gesso drying or anything else, just so that I can give it that well-loved look. Here's that one again. So what I've done is I've taken quite a bit of the shine off that now. Okay, and we're going to pop some bits. I really don't need... This is a piece of ephemera already. It's not just the brand. So this is fine. This is what we're looking at covering up. And it could be, look, it could be anything. It could be just torn piece of this with a stamped image. It could... This is not going to fit, unfortunately. We do have that one, though. Let's have a look at some of our others while we've got them here. A script. And the script was in these ones, wasn't it? These ones. So, let's just... Oh, looky, looky. I really like that as a journaling spot that goes in that, though. We're going to cut that down as a journaling card to go in that, and we're going to stamp something on that. So, you know, we're not going to use that for this. What I want... Let's have a look at our... We had so much with this one that I've just... Yeah. There was so much, so much, so much. Even, look at this. Something like that. That's a sticker sheet. We can really cheat by using the sticker sheet, can't we? How's that? Right, so, fairly certain I only need... Might need a little bit more than 2 centimetres, so I might need a lot of that. Yeah, good thing I looked. I'm going to need to cut it off about there. So, I'll pop that under. Leave it with a little bit of that brown edge, which was this piece. Now, whether I want that as a full belly band or not, I'm just looking. I'm thinking I might actually go full with that. In which case, I don't want the sticker sheet. That is, did I grab the sticker sheet? I didn't. Yes, I did. No, it's all right. It's not on that. It's on that. Because I'm thinking... I'm trying not to ink. I know it's hard. I'm going to make that a belly band, actually. What I'm going to do is bend that around and around. So that it actually taps onto the back of that. Like so. That needs to be trimmed off a little bit, and I'm going to stitch down there. So this one's fine. I like this size. This one just needs a little bit off so that it's about the same size as that one. So I'm just going to sit it like that. Work out where I'm at. Yeah, I don't need much off that at all, do I, look? Only a little bit. I could probably do it with my scissors. But whether we'll be straight or not's another thing. I doubt it. That'll do it. That will do it. So I just want these bits glued. Okay. So, but I'm going to use this glue this time. Or I could do double-sided tape. Whichever way you're happier with, it's up to you. But yeah, don't use the sticker piece for it. use your normal sheets or even the thicker one. Would have been lovely in it. This was just the first one that I picked up. All right. Do I want it that way or do I want it that way? I actually think now that I've done it, I want it this way. So I'm just going to sit you there until I can line you up so that I'm just taking away that writing. Yeah, I know. No measurements, no nothing. And in saying that, probably should have stuck this one down first, but that's okay because he's stuck there now anyway. All right. So, once again, so my tabs look like they've been sewn into the back. I'm thinking about putting a little piece in that. So this one, I want, it's got that top and bottom. What I'm looking for, that one should fit like so. That is beautiful. That is an absolutely beautiful stamp. I'm wanting that to go that way, which case it will fit. So I need a little bit smaller than my actual backing. So if I take it to about there, that stamp will then still fit, won't it? Nice and straight, kindly. And size-wise, yeah, that'll fit beautifully in there. I want it about there, so I want this piece as the top piece. I want it to sit down here like that. So we're going to chop it off round about that line. Bring that in. It is so easy to work with these boxes. They're just so easy. This one will tuck down there like that. We're going to stamp this one up here. So we're going to pull this one back out. I'm going to grab a piece of stamping foam. I could do it on my stamping platform, but if we're going to say that we haven't got a sewing machine with us, we're going to also say that we don't have a stamping platform, okay? So you could do this two ways. Remember, they've got that on them. Take that off. All right, you could hand stamp this one, ink it up, turn it over, and hand stamp them. They will allow you to do that, or you can pop them on a block. So if you've got a block, let's see if we've got a block that fits this. Yep. So if you've got a block, you can use a block. We're going to go down the route of we don't have this, we don't have that. We're just starting out. We've gone and got ourselves a subscription box. How's that? So this is just a piece of kids foam that I've glued two pieces together. Kids craft foam, okay? Now I'm going to turn this way because I like to go sideways when I'm stamping, just so that I can see where I'm putting things like that. And then I can carefully go over it. Don't push like that too much because what will happen is you'll move your stamp. So we're going to do this as though, and not even going to test it, we're just going to stamp away. Colour-wise, look, I'm going to go with the brown just so that it doesn't, I'm never going to get exactly the same greens or whatever else, especially ones to stand out on this. So we're going to go with this brown. It is, would it be coffee? Do you reckon? Tree branches too light. Peat moss. Mind you, peat moss would look nice with it, but I'm not. I just said that I'm not going to do that. Pine cone. I'm just having a look at some colours here, that's all. Fallen leaves is fairly dark. Let's just have a look on this, and I'm just going to just do a section just to have a look and see if this is too dark, because I'm really thinking that that might be a nice colour, but whether it's too dark, yeah, I think it is. I think it could be a bit too dark. So that's Fallen Leaves. You're out. Coffee. Let's go, Acorn. Sorry, I'm just then looking at Ganesh, Spice Chai. Don't you just love the colour, the names of inks? Aren't they just amazing? I know I love them. They're just gorgeous. Right, so we'll try this one. Oh no, I should be taking my ink pad to my stamp, but we're just trying the colour to see how well it goes on this colour. That is probably a better colour for it, isn't it? Which one, guys? This one or this one? I'm actually liking this one better. Picks up all this. After all that, we're going to go the original colour. So it is a VersaFine Clear, and it is called Fallen Leaves. And it is really dark brown, almost a black. Just cleaning that. And yeah, after all that, I'm going to go that darker colour. I really like that darker one. So I'm going to sit this upside down. I'm going to take my ink pad to my stamp. Don't rub it across your stamp. Don't rub it across your stamp, because what you'll find is that it'll fill up the small detail, or your ink will fill those up and you won't get a beautiful image. You can see if you've missed any, and I can see that I've still got bits missed there, so I can see there that I've got that nicely inked up. Okay, I'll put that one back away so that I don't run the risk of putting my paper on it or anything else. Now I want this stamp to go from there to there. Okay, so it's going to go kind of like that in that corner. So I'm just going to carefully push down, because I'm not using an acrylic block. I'm not using a stamping platform. Okay, but I'm still keeping one hand on it. All right, ready? Oh yeah, baby. That is beautiful. And yeah, I'm pleased that I went with that colour. I am pleased. So, look at that. How hard was that? Now for me, that would go completely into another pocket. You could still fill this with other little bits and pieces. Let's face it, there were so many other bits and pieces that were in this kit anyway. I've got those stamps sitting everywhere. You could cut some of these down, pop them in there. I'm looking for, you know, these sorts of ones. There we go. Let's have a look. Look. How's that? You know, you can just keep filling it. You could fill more. We've got the little postcard ones that look really pretty too. What colour do we want? Do we want to go a different kind of colour? Let's just go that one. Open him out. Tear him out carefully. Once you've started, they're usually fine. Yeah, you imagine that sitting inside a pocket again. How pretty is that? No sewing machine, no acrylic block, no stamping platform. Do we like that? It's so easy to play with these boxes. Please go over and have a look. She has new ones every month. She has some of her old ones still there. So this is your creative studio. I kid you not. Go over, You will love it. All right. Thanks for that, guys. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye.